welcome. Let's get straight into the rules of this progression. Rule 1. I can't gain experience from anything else other than cooking unless I need an ingredient, like fighting a monster, to retrieve an ingredient. Rule 2. If a certain ingredient is especially hard to get, like for example the frozen membrane for the Kyre's dog, I'm allowed to pull it from my bank. Rule 3. Unless Rule 2 is necessary, there is to be no use of my bank, guild base, or help from outside forces, unless it's donations from strangers. On with the video.
Hey, welcome to another video. A little bit late, but you know, chef progression 1 takes time, but 2, I feel like it takes even more time than fishing, because at least fishing it's non-stop progression, but for the chef progression, I almost have to take like detours to get the ingredients. But you know, some foods I could have just bought, but I wish I knew that sooner. As usual, like with the first videos, I'll do mostly uncut just so you can get, a feel for like the entire but the entire journey that's going to be happening. So you know, you get a basics of what I'm doing. Basically, for the chef progression here, I'm only allowed to, as like stated in like the very first one, like the very first part of the video, I can only do something like fish unless it's for ingredients. So, you know, if it's for squid and I can only like fish until I get squid, then I gotta stop, or else that's experience that, you know, I haven't earned while cooking or getting the ingredients to cook it. I'd just like to say in this video, like right now though, like right at the very start, getting another video out for the chef progression may take a while, since I need a certain, even as for the example stated at the very start, I don't have a frozen membrane, and there's basically no chance I'm getting it at level 3, mostly because 1, that'd take way too long, 2, this video is already out, 3, the frozen membrane is from an enemy that's in layer 2, which I can't really get to right now, which is annoying. But, you know, again, as stated in Rule 3, I'm just going to transfer it from another character, but at the same time, I don't venture into layer 2 too often. Did I say layer 3 before? My bad. I don't venture into layer 2 too often. You may have heard that from 3 previous videos. I don't like journeying. I mean, I've never completed it. I can tell you that right now with confidence. I have never completed layer 2, so I'm trying to work on that on just a straight PvE build that could get me by, just so I can get a frozen membrane. I will get the frozen membrane, whether I like it or not, I will get it. It'll just take me a little bit, so don't mind that. I will be releasing uncut progression in the future though, just to keep up with the videos. I'll mention this at the end of the video too. But I will be, you know, still uploading, you know, uncut progressions people don't really like, but I just like the feeling that, you know, I've uploaded something there, so then, you know, if you still want something to watch, you'll still have something to watch. So, that'll be happening for a little bit, because this progression I have a feeling might take a little bit longer if something like the frozen membrane keeps happening. Especially since I've had to basically level up an entire character. So I could, because all my characters previously were either a joke or something else, but I'm actually running out of slots for my characters, so I'll either have to get rid of that character or get a new slot, which is fine, but I wish I had $4. I wish I had $4 for free. For $3 in my pocket. But no, I'm just gonna have to keep buying slots. I'm gonna waste so much money on this game. I mean, it's not waste, maybe I'll make a profit back from this video. I mean, I won't, because I can't monetize it, because again, as mentioned in previous videos, I'm too small of a channel, which is a shame. I should probably stop bringing it up though. It's probably getting pretty boring. To that one guy in the comments, by the way, we find your name. Sorry, I haven't memorized you, sadly, but I do remember you. I do remember you. Meme Cat. I think you're pretty cool, man. Thank you for always being, what's the word? There? I don't know. Happy to have you here. And to everyone else who's subscribed, which is, I mean, I only have 3 people. So to one of those 3 people, or all of those 3 people, just in case, I don't know, if you have a comment, tell me why you subscribed, you know? What do you like about my videos, so then I can actually improve on that, because I'd rather have a small audience than a large audience where I can't, like, dictate where the stuff goes. You know, like, if you see this, like, tell me what you like about my channel so much that you keep commenting on it. Cause, like, you know, I wanna, like, do stuff that my viewers will wanna watch, cause, you know, it's always been, like, a dream of mine to just do a YouTube channel, not even for money. I just like recording, like, and just talking to, like, and not even anybody. You know, I find that half my viewer retention is, like, a minute in, which makes sense, you know? It makes sense why my viewer retention is, like, a minute in, because these are, like, 30 minutes, and it's just me talking half the time over, like, this, and, like, some lo-fi music, which, you know, tell me if you like that in the comments, you know, again, mostly to Meme Cat or anybody else that's watching this. Probably Meme Cat. Meme Cat right now, he's cool, or she, I don't know, probably none of my business. Doesn't matter. No, tell me if you have subscribed to my channel and do have, like, and can comment, just tell me why you subscribed. 3 people. To the 3 people, if you can, just tell me why you subscribed. Like, it'd be good to know, because because I have no real focus for audience. I'm just trying to, like, I just like playing Deepwoken, and I ended up making videos for no real reason, with poor editing skills, you know, no real experience, no previous experience. But, you know, sometimes that's just how it goes. I'm probably not going to be the best YouTuber, but that was never really the plan. I just like doing YouTube, so far at least. But yeah, sorry that this video took a little bit longer than expected. I'm really slow with the videos sometimes, especially with videos like this that don't require a lot of editing, but it's mostly the fact I either have to, like, add a bunch of transitions in, especially since mostly I'm just a one-man editing team. But, you know, I can't really complain too much, since I've seen people still do daily uploads with, like, barely, like, a few hours left, and, like, pump it out really easily. But, like, I'm a slow worker. There's not much I can do about it, but, like, again, tell me what you like in the comments. Tell me what you like about my channel so far. Or, you know, what you don't like about it, so I can improve it. Like, do you like the AI voice at the start? Like, AI voice at the start and then transitioning into my real voice? It's not like I have that saved either. That's like, I have to make that up every time. That's fine. Or do you guys like the dogs that I sometimes add, like, for the extra long, sped up parts? Do you guys like those dogs? I know, eventually they're just gonna be, like, full repeating where you'll see the same dogs, but, like, sometimes that's okay. Tell me to people watching this, which, you know, not many, but, you know, I've got to talk to someone. Someone's gonna be watching these. Someone will be watching these eventually. Are you a cat or a dog person? Me personally, I'm allergic to cats, so I'm kind of forced to be a dog person, but at the same time, I love cats still. Even though, you know, it makes me extremely itchy, I still love cats. Like, I still just love cats. Also, before I continue though, how's your days going? Whoever got this far, just tell me. I want you to ask yourself, right? How's your day been going so far? because the day I'm recording this, it's been going alright. I mean, it could have been going better. But, you know, it doesn't need to be a perfect day. Sometimes you just need good days. You can't have, you know, good days without bad days. So, you know, yeah, probably stole that quote from somewhere. But, again, stuff like treasure chests for this fishing, I'm allowed to keep those, but, like, I can't, like, purposely go fishing for, like, experience or, like, chests. But, you know, I am allowed to just fish for squid, and if it so happens to appear, it's fine, I guess, because I added that rule in. I find this better than the first progression video I made. I mean, that one was okay. I just used, like, AI voice for that, and I'm so happy I changed. That video took, like, hours to make, because I had to add in, like, AI voices. Not even AI voices, it was just subtitles, wasn't it? It was a shame, because I was just new to using my editing software. My very first video. Some of my first videos were kind of, you know, I haven't mastered the skill of not burning your eyes out. But, you know, I feel like I've gotten a little bit better. I should probably stop telling people to keep commenting though, because, you know, you can only fit so much comments into, like, one thing. I don't want people commenting, like, 20 different comments, telling me how their day was, how the video's going, all that. Anyone got any tips though? No. Oh, I did it again. I don't re-record these too often, by the way. Sometimes I'll, like, cut out, like, parts of it, and then I'll join back in. You can probably see those parts too. I'm not very good with transitions, but, you know. I try my best every once in a while, but to be honest, the build I'm making to go into layer 2 is really just a PvE build. The one thing I keep messing up on is the Bone Keeper. I don't know why, it's just a lot of health, and, like, he does pretty good damage. You know, he's fine though. Like, I've learned to dodge his moves. And, again, I've mentioned this in a previous video, but I have not forgotten about the promise I made that I would eventually complete layer 2 at the lowest level. I still plan to do that. I just need a lot more time and a lot more free time, which is, you know, maybe over, like, when I have some time, like, it's some extra time. It should be pretty soon, but, like, until then, I'm just uploading regular content, and then I can, I don't know, if I really want to, I can upload my progression of doing layer 2, but at the same time, maybe I'll just, like, get clips, because I still want the external hard drive. If I'm gonna make anything, like, big, like a movie of sorts, out of layer 2 experiences, I'm gonna need that external hard drive, so just wait a little bit longer to that person that made that one comment under my introduction video. Just wait a little bit longer. You probably made it as a joke, but I mean, I asked for suggestions, though. Probably didn't even expect an answer. Probably would be, like, ignored. No, but I appreciate any feedback, any suggestions, maybe. I also thought of another progression, because I thought I'd think of them ahead of time. A mining progression. So, you know the bombs, right? The bombs, Saboteur, all that stuff, the family recipe. I was thinking of doing one with that, and I was just, like, doing the mines, because there's already a miner's hat, and a bunch of stuff like that. So that's a pretty interesting playthrough, because, again, I'm trying to go for progressions that would be interesting, not that would be fun for me. Ones that you guys would find, I don't know, an interesting way to play the game. Like, you know, not many people would think of doing this quest, and this quest alone for, like, experience. But, like, luckily the devs thought of that, and they thought of, you know, random ways to play the game. I think what attracts me to this game so much is how much freedom you actually have. Like, you don't really think about it much, and I don't think many people think about it, but, you know, nobody like, you have so much freedom in Deepwoken. You have so many builds you can make. You can make a cooking build. You can make a build where you sap people's sanity. You can make a build where you have no sanity and you do extra damage. You can make entire builds where you don't use mantras. You can make entire builds where you use nothing but mantras. You can make builds that are insanely OP. You can be a metamancer, which I'm not going to go into that because of, you know, that's a topic I don't want to get into. It's too much trouble. But I will say, if you're going to play the game any way you want to, do not bother me. I do not want to see you void walking and then seeing my name and then, you know, attacking me. Everyone else is fine though. I'm kidding. But nah, void walkers, I'm not gonna say anything to you. You're fine, but you know, again, you're fine, but still don't like you. I understand it's your playstyle. You chose it. You know, you killed 5 people, be it freshies or players your level, most likely players not your level. Actually no, some of you might be our level. Just thinking. So I just gotta lengthen my audio. I'm running out of things to talk about. But unlike other YouTubers, I don't script these. That's not what I spend a long time on. I didn't spend a long time on scripting. I spent a long time doing nothing and sitting around and staring at, you know, my editing software going, I don't want to face my problems yet. I think I'll face them tomorrow. I said that 3 days ago. I said that yesterday and the day before that and the day before that. I was kidding. I started, like, editing this video. I don't want to say today, but, like, a night a few ago, I got the audio, or, like, the video, right? But then I realized it was 11 PM before I even noticed, and I had to get up, like, early in the morning. Why? Because I wanted to. Which sucks. But, you know, I wanted to stay up late, and I wanted to record footage, and I wanted to look at my software and wonder, you know, what the hell I'm doing. Did you know, like, how many buffs this food gives? Like, wait, do food buffs stack on top of damage multipliers? Does that mean you can get, like, a ton more damage from food buffs? Like, you can go over them out. Is that a thing? Somebody needs to ask the game devs that. Don't quote me though. I don't want the devs to notice me just yet. I don't have a big enough of a channel. I can't face the devs yet. I can't face the devs yet. I don't have a big enough of a channel. I don't have enough clout for them to be interested. I'm gonna watch back on this video. Everyone always goes Archmage, plus, you know, there's other developers too, you know, like, I don't know. I don't know any else. I don't follow the dev process, you know. I'll, just for all the devs out there who, you know, all the Deepwoken devs who are not watching this, will probably never be watching this, but, you know, maybe I'll go back and I'll look at the credits, and then, you know, I'll acknowledge you for all the devs who, you know, want to be acknowledged, which, as someone who's made games before, I understand. I understand completely. I also want to make a good game that will make me money, and will be cool for people to play, and is fun, is cool, and I have special abilities in it. And also there's cheat codes. Yes, I'm looking at the devs. I'm talking about the dev specs. You know, telling the devs to, stop using your dev specs. You're gonna play the game normally, but like, it's their game. I mean, whatever direction they choose to throw it in, it's, you know, it's whatever. You can't do much about it. So if the devs chose to completely ignore us, that's fine. You know, you can't do much about it. You know, that's their game. If they choose to ignore the player opinion and drive it in their direction, if they think their direction is right, let them draw it in that direction. But you know, if it turns out bad in the end, it's not our fault, is it? You see, that's where the problem comes in. If, you know, if the devs listen to us, right? If the devs listen to us, which, you know, sometimes they actually do, sometimes they don't. I'm not going to pick either side because I don't like picking sides. Maybe somebody can relate. But, you know, even if the devs listen to us, if the update turns out bad, who are you going to blame? Yourself? You have no one to blame at that point. Like, the devs even do polls. They do polls. Like, they don't do them too often, but it's not like they're completely ignoring the player base. Like, they have done interviews before, but, like, game devs, like, doing, like, development of games is, like, hard. Like, you can't just change Voidwalkers in a day. Like, you have to think about all this stuff, like balancing mantras or adding new content. Not to mention, they're still working on Conquest, by the way. They're releasing weekly updates, which is better than most games. I mean, look at TF2. They haven't had an update in years. And look at Deepwoken, uploading bloody gameplay weekly. New updates every week, and they may be small, but it's an entirely new legendary weapon this week. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't think you believe how insane that is. They are incredibly experienced, and that is all I can say. I only have respect for them. Like, I only have, like, respect for them, and that is all. Like, I can't say anything else, like, except, like, being respectful, because, like, it's just impressive. Like, their dev team isn't small either, but, like, it's not large. It's not, like, entirely, like, massive, and I know I'm going off topic here again, but, like, you know, I'm not talking about the video or anything like that, but, like, maybe some people just like to hear me talk, okay, so... People like listening to my opinion. No, people like listening to celebrities and famous people's opinion. I say famous people and celebrities because they're different in a way. Like, I mean, like, Punchy or whatever his name is like famous, but like he's not a celebrity. He's a celebrity. He's a famous person in the Deepwoken group, but he's not a celebrity. No hate towards him though. He's actually pretty cool. But look at the dogs. Yeah, look at him. That's adorable, isn't it? Look. I love these dogs. I like the way their ears wobble. But back on topic before. None of us can forget that if we were put in the position of doing weekly updates and we had to think of something, and yes, there's plenty of community ideas, but like, if you just followed one community idea, then another one's going to pop up, but you have to do those weekly. You know, if the dev team was bigger, they could get away with it, you know. But if the dev team's bigger, it's harder to manage. There's a lot much more stuff to manage. And while I understand, you know, there's testers, there's stuff like that, I'm not going to go on the side here of, oh, the devs need to, you know, again, go off their specs and, you know, play the game for real. But, like, again, it's their game. It's their choice to make. No, I'm not glazing the devs here. The devs have done probably stuff wrong too. Not that I'm going to research into it, because I don't care. I mean, it's not my fault if, like, the game dies. I'll still probably play the game anyway. For the few people that watch it, I'll still upload the game. I will single-handedly keep this game alive so I can keep playing it. That's because Deepwoken is the closest thing I'll get. So maybe someone will get me out here, but like, it is the closest thing I will ever get to the perfect MMORPG. If you know, you know. Most people probably don't, and they probably never will. But for me, the perfect MMORPG is something just fun to play. It's something challenging, it's something fun to play, it's just freedom. It's the closest I'll probably ever get to true freedom. It's exactly what I've been looking for like ages now, but I've just been ignoring the fact that Deepwoken is like perfect, the exact dream game I've been wanting, but I hate that I've been ignoring it, because for the longest of time, I just ignored it because it was too hard. It was way too hard, and yes, it is hard, but whenever I die now, I feel upset for a little bit, and then I go straight back into it. because I know I can just recreate that character really easily. Like, you know, I won't always have, like, the fishing progression character, I know that for sure. But, like, once I lose them, you know, it's fine, because I don't have to do all the progression again. I can just level them up to the same level and have the same build. Because, you know, I love that character. It's a great character, you know. Amoros Nerant, love him. Love him or hate him. It's just a character I play. But if I had to give one suggestion to the devs, you know, do what you want, man. Devs never watch this, so I can say what I want, and I'm just gonna say one thing. It's not gonna be harmful. Don't worry, devs. No, come back, devs. Don't click away before you get some feedback. No, don't click away before you get feedback, Dev. No, no, just kidding. I just want to say keep up the good work. I'll never watch this, but that's alright. But, like, again, commenting on the situation right now, my opinion on Voidwalkers is that I know they're necessary, but they obviously, one, need reworking, but two, I understand the fact, like, the adrenaline that you get from fighting players and knowing that you may either die, like, that's exhilarating. But, like, at the same time, it's not very balanced for either party. But, like, you know, in theory, it works the way it should. If your bounty gets away, that's your fault. Like, if your enemy sees you from far away, that is your fault. If you fail to hit your enemy and you get knocked off a bridge, that is your fault. If they leave the game after that, that's your fault. If you die to a Voidwalker, you just weren't able to escape from them. Running away doesn't mean, like, you're a runner. It's a bounty. You're supposed to hunt your bounty, man. You're not supposed to have your bounty handed to you on this is a bloody silver platter. That's why there's a system for when bounties run away. Because if they get too far away from you, then it just cancels it out, doesn't it? That make any sense? To any of those people out there? Because I understand, once you get further enough away, like, you can just leave the game. And that's fine, because it's the Voidwalker's job to make sure that when you're not able to leave the game. If you're able to avoid the Voidwalker until you leave the game, then the Voidwalker obviously isn't trying hard enough to get the player. Because the Voidwalker has so many options when it comes to hunting down players. You have the Firebow, man. That thing is homing, and yes, it's easily parryable, but it's not for somebody that's just constantly running away. What are they going to do? Parry it when they haven't even seen you cast it because they've been too busy running away? Yeah, Jet Strike is a good option too. It's not just good for runners, it's also good for catching up with your bounty. I don't want anybody complaining about, oh, my bounty ran away, or, oh, the Voidwalker killed me. It's a skill issue for both sides. And yes, I've died to Voidwalkers before, and yes, I've been upset, but you know, you get over it after some time, you know. You're allowed to be upset, please. If you weren't upset, you know, there's probably something wrong, you know. You've lost, like, either a lot of stuff, or it's going to be really annoying to get it back. Because, again, a lot of people have, you know, spent a lot of time on Deepwoken, and I can guarantee that, you know, out of all the people in the Deepwoken server, a lot of them are probably long-time players. Me, personally, I joined, you know, pretty soon. Again, I only have like 200 hours. It could be more. Maybe it's like 300 now. That's nothing to boast about, though, because I'm sure there's people who have, like, you know, thousands of hours, you know. There's plenty of people out there with that stuff, but, you probably don't know, actually. Want to know something you don't know about, though? Maybe something you might not know about. Did you know that the lowest level you can go into layer 2 is level 3? Or how about the fact... I'm really hoping you ignore this part, just to completely ignore that. Yeah, just look at the dogs in the corner. Look at the dogs. Just easier that way. It's just easier if you're looking at the dogs. Life's easier when you're looking at dogs. No, but like something you don't know about. How about something I don't know about? I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before, but I don't know anything about the Conquest update other than it'll contain a whole lot of stuff for a whole lot of things. Like, apparently there'll be a whole lot of new origins, which I understand takes like a lot of time. Like, there's so much to be accounted for with origins. Like, it's insane. Again, for some of the scripting part of Roblox is not the best, as I've seen before. I myself have given it a go. It sucked. It was not fun to play. It was incredibly hard to model anything in the game, and the fact that they've been able to keep this work up for the longest time is incredible. I don't even know how they were able to do it for that long. Like, it's incredibly hard. I don't know how they even do it. Like, to model every single part of a game is crazy. But with a team like that, I can seem to understand how they did it. Especially with the joint editing they have now. But I really like this scene here, because I was in a Singapore server, and I was just handing out random chef weapons. Like the long tongue of the law. And I just liked this guy, because I thought he was cool. But, later, as you see, a Voidwalker starts to attack him. So I obviously defend him as a freshie with nothing to lose. So of course I defend my new friend in a Singapore server. It did not turn out well. As some of you may know, which is no one, because no one will know. No one will ever know. No one will find your body. Never. But I'm like Australian. So I usually play on Australian servers, which are, of course, as usual, atrocious as every other server. Unlike other servers, Australia is all over the place. It's usually just New South Wales, so if you anywhere else, no. But right here, a Voidwalker starts to attack. And I, of course, as soon as they go down, I start to defend them. But on my previous topic, I just think it's unbelievable how so many devs are doing incredible things. I don't even know how they've done it. But no, like seriously, these Singapore servers are something else. Look at them. Look at them go. For the Australian servers, they're like mild. They're like mild. This is like crazy compared to Australian servers. Yeah, but compared to the Australian servers, this is like... It's crazy. Like, I've never seen people this strong. Usually it's just like mediocre players, or like half the time the other high level players are like... But like, I decide, I gotta go defend them. And then right here, as soon as they're probably about to execute them, I hit them. I hit them with the... Of course, it's a Singapore server, because, you know, of course it is, and I got really unlucky here. I wish I just left the server. You know, he would have died. I mean, he died anyway. If you see here, of course, he goes down, like, again. So of course I have to hit him with the rush ability, and then I hit him with the vent, hit him with a oogie boogie. Of course I do like half my health in a single hit, and since I'm in a Singapore server, I cannot parry to save my life. Right here, I died. I don't know what this person was thinking. Will they end up killing me too? I don't have a banner or anything. I think they just killed me for no reason. Understandable though. I don't even know if they like talked. Maybe they're mute. I just said understandable here, because like it was me who provoked them in the first place. I could have just like left. I could have just done nothing and I wouldn't have died here. But you know, I got sent to the depths, which is, you know, annoying, but Oh my gosh, always with the you know. Half the people don't even know. It's not even half the people. Well, what's one divided by 2? 0.5? What? What's 1 divided by 2? Huh? The one person that's watching this. Just wondering now though, like, but Dev ever does see this, like, tell me what your process usually goes like for development in the comments, because most of the devs might have a YouTube account, maybe they don't. Tell me, does anyone know the thought, like, not even the thought process, because that's like insulting, like that's insulting on like an entirely different level. But does anyone know the nearly said thought process again? Nearly got me. You nearly got me. But does anyone know the process? Can I get like an inside devs like thing of what's the process they usually go for making content? Because I know there's always like design. Sometimes they do like fan art. They do a whole bunch of other stuff. But like I just want to know like the design process. Not even like the thoughts that go on inside your head, because that's just straight up insulting. And too many people have said that like 100 times over. Because I wonder what's going through the head of the devs, you know, like it's almost insulting. Of course, when I say it like that, it sounds even more insulting. But like, it's already like so insulting to say like, oh, what's going through the dev's head? Like, what's wrong with them? Basically, you know, it's just not fair, because I know the devs are just, you know, the people like us. You know, even if, you know, famous people are famous, or like devs are devs for like a popular game, they're still just people. Like, and that's why they make it up for it in their game using specs, because they can get away with it. I mean, they're devs. It's their game. They should probably have special powers. In my opinion as a dev, I always thought that stuff was really cool. I always wanted to do that. That's why I learned game design, so I could make little Easter eggs in my games like that, or give myself special powers, and then I know about it. Because, let's be honest, if you were a game dev and you knew how to code, the chance that you would make a power in your game that only you have that is superior to many other abilities, I want to say is guaranteed by most, because everyone knows a Deepwoken player always wants special abilities. That's why so many people do fan art contents. You know, some people like doing it, but I find a lot of people probably just want stuff like, they just want to be involved in the game, man. Like, they want to be involved in the game world, which, in my opinion, everyone is. Because the game's always progressing, like, the year keeps moving. Like, the seasons change, it doesn't just remain one season forever. Like, you know? Like, the season doesn't change, the season does change, you know, like, the season is constantly changing in the game. So technically, time is always, moving forward. That means you're already a part of the history. You're already part of your history of the game.